Mizuno partners with a lot of different professional athletes, and not all of them have their own limited edition ball glove. Do you know who the MLB pitcher Michael Soroka is? Well, let me tell you about him. Michael Soroka is an MLB pitcher who was originally drafted by the Braves in 2015 out of high school. Then, after spending about 3 years in the minors, Soroka made his MLB debut in 2018. The following season, he was an all-star and was one of the best young pitchers in the MLB. 2019 was a huge year for Soroka. He was the youngest Braves pitcher to ever be named an all-star. And eventually, he was the runner-up in the NL Rookie of the Year voting. Now, Soroka would set another age-related record for being the youngest Braves pitcher to ever start on opening day. But unfortunately, 48 pitches into his first start of the year, he tore his Achilles tendon while pitching. Soroka would not hear the end of his torn Achilles. Over the next 3 years, he would deal with a slew of injuries, forearm discomfort, as well as re-tearing the same Achilles that he tore in the 2020 season. This led to Soroka missing the entire 2021 season as well as the entirety of the 2022 season. Then, on May 29th, 2023, about 1,030 days later, Soroka made his first MLB start and would go on to record his first MLB win. But unfortunately for Soroka, he couldn't stay healthy and was shut down at the end of the 2023 season with right forearm discomfort. In November of 2023, Soroka, along with a couple other pitchers, were traded away from the Braves to the White Sox, where he is currently now, in more of a pseudo bullpen role. So far this year, Soroka is 0-10, has a 5.23 ERA in 22 games with 9 starts across 72.1 innings, and has 71 strikeouts. This is the Mizuno Pro Michael Soroka limited edition ball glove, and this came out in November of 2023. So this was November's 2023 limited edition ball glove that Mizuno released. And compared to the other Mizuno Pros, this is very, very similar. Now, with the exception of different colored laces and overall just a different color wave at all, this glove is a lot like the original Mizuno Pros that you see, quite frankly, on their website. Now, there's not a lot of differences in between the stock model that Mizuno carries in this limited edition glove, other than the color wave, really. I did notice that when I got this glove that it was a lot more stiff than the original one that I got, which I didn't know if that was just because this was brand new, and I didn't know if maybe the other one that Mizuno sent me was already broken in, or maybe just something that they had around their facility or something like that. I'm not entirely sure about that. I originally got this glove as a gift from my uncle about 3 or 4 months ago. It was really, really stiff right when I got it. I mean, this is probably one of the most stiff gloves I've ever had to break in. I mean, it took a lot more catch. It took a lot more just force. Normally, for me, I think it takes about 2 or 3 weeks of constant, breaking in the glove with a mallet or just playing catch every day. But this took about a month and a half, 2 months. I mean, it's still pretty stiff. It's broken in, I'd say, pretty well for the most part, but I've been trying to curl the fingers a little bit. I've been trying to, just make it close a little easier. I mean, it's still really stiff. As you guys can kind of see, the glove the glove is a little broken in. It obviously squeezes a little bit, but I mean, that won't do for right now. So we're gonna smash this puppy and we're gonna break it in. I wanna wear this with the finger out, kind of like this. So we're gonna be kind of forming it. This is definitely one of the most stiff gloves I've ever had to work on, but it's been really nice seeing that. Like the previous Mizuno Pro, this glove is made of entirely US kip leather. So it's made of US kip leather all throughout the palm of this glove, as well as the inside, the palm liner. This glove has a very consistent feel to it. Gosh, the US kip leather is by far one of my favorite leathers on a baseball glove. I remember when I first felt it on my other Mizuno Pro, and wow. I mean, it was the most comfortable my hand had ever felt in a baseball glove. And I think that that's really what sets Mizuno kind of apart from other gloves. But these models in particular give the player a lot of freedom to choose how they want to form and tailor the ball glove to their certain needs, right? So this glove is not just made for a pitcher. You can use this in the infield, you can use this at third base, you can use this just about anywhere on the field. This glove comes for right-handed throwers as well as left-handed throwers, and this glove is made for the upper levels of high school and getting into college and professional baseball. This is a pro glove, guys. The Mizuno Pros are some of the best gloves in the world, if not the best gloves in the world. Right here, these are both of the Mizuno Pros that I own. So this is obviously the Michael Soroka that we're talking about in this video, and this is the original black and yellow. Obviously, they're both very similar gloves. The limited edition, more the stock option. That gold really makes these colors just pop. And that's what I think Mizuno does a really good job of, is just making their brand pop on their gloves, right? And I think that that's just what sets them apart with the appearance of their gloves and how their gloves look as a whole. The gold gives the gloves a lot more unity, and I just think they both complement each other well, and I think that's what Mizuno does a really good job of with all of their gloves. Like I've talked about, I really do think that the Mizuno gloves set themselves apart from all of the other gloves on the glove market. Mizuno, compared to a lot of other brands, and I'm not just saying this because I've been sponsored by them in the past and I've worked with them in the past. In fact, this video I'm doing completely on my own. This is not in any way, shape, or form supposed to promote or affiliated with Mizuno. I sincerely like their gloves, and I sincerely like what their brand is about. And yes, it does help because I do know the people over there, and I know what they're doing, and I know what they're about. So that does make it a little bit better, and that does make it a little more transparent, right? But I do believe in what they're doing. I do believe in the direction that they're going, and I do believe in their gloves. I've talked a lot about my first ever Mizuno Pro in this video, so if you guys want to go and see me review that video right here, you could go and check it out and let me know your thoughts on the Mizuno Pro in the comments below. Thank you all for watching.